Welcome into the Brooks Bench with your host, Brooke, aka Shiggy, and my co-host, Brooke.
What's up, y'all?
And Megan.
What's up?
All right, if you're new here, hit that subscribe button, like, comment, share. Join our Discord. Link in the description. Follow us on all social media at the Brooks Bench. But we're here to recap week 9. Busy week, lots of upsets, lots of good AP top 25 matchups. But before we get into that, let's go over the news. So, injuries to monitor. Paige Beckers. Did you guys see the video?
It looks bad.
Yeah. That looked nasty. Concerned. Gino wasn't concerned, nor was Paige Beckers, but I wouldn't be surprised if she misses maybe one or two games. It didn't look good. It looked like it hurt a lot, honestly. Ashlyn Watkins as well from South Carolina. She was unable to get off the court under her own power, but they're saying it's like a knee sprain, but still. Hopefully nothing major for either of them. A freshman phenom. I don't know if you guys heard of Kiyomi McMiller. We rarely talk about her just because Rutgers isn't in the top 25 yet. But she was ruled out for a matchup against USC today. And she went on social media stating that it was a coach's decision for her not to play. So, looks like drama at Rutgers. I'm sure she'll be hitting the transfer portal next year. I'm wondering if they're going to come out with more details. I haven't heard anything yet, but curious to see what goes on there. NC State's Caitlin Weimer is no longer with the program. She's out with a hip injury that she suffered preseason and wanted to recover at home. Bummer. I mean, NC State, they're kind of struggling a little bit, but who knows? Who's to say she would make a difference? And then Maddie Westbelt for Notre Dame made her season debut against UNC. She didn't really do anything in the game. Did you guys watch that one? Okay, she didn't really do much, but
it's going to take her a minute. You know, she got to ease back in.
First of all, this is big old ears.
We got a special guest again this week.
Oh my gosh. But like I said, Maddie Westbelt was back. Notre Dame just adds to their arsenal that they already have. So I'm curious to see, they're looking tough, right? Olivia Miles gets back-to-back triple doubles, first player in the ACC to do so. Also, prior to her injury, she shot 30% or better from three. Entering today, she's shooting 45.9% on threes, 23.1% points better than her previous season. No one who's played last season has improved their three-point percentage by as much as Miles has from 2 seasons ago, minimum 40 attempts. She's looking good. She's definitely looking really good. Her and Hannah Hidalgo is what I think we all imagined it to be. So, yeah, good for her. Dawn Staley, she won her 200th game in the SEC. Anissa Morrow now has 88 double-doubles, tied for the 4th most in NCAA D1 history. She also leads the NCAA this season with the most consecutive double-doubles, recording 7 straight so far. Congrats. Audie Crook becomes the fastest player in Iowa State women's basketball history to reach 1,000 points. We love to see it. And lastly, Texas wins its first AP Top 10 matchup where both teams are ranked in the top 10 since March 2022.
I do want to add that it was also Paige Becker's 100th game with UConn.
Oh, that's right.
Which I feel like is so rare nowadays with the transfer portal. And I know she's COVID kid has the extra year. She's been hurt and stuff like that. But those are just milestones you don't hear about anymore.
Yeah, no, true. And plus with her injuries and stuff like that, she could have left, this last season. So yeah, it is a good milestone. Okay, let's head into the AP Top 25 recap of Week 9's ranking. So first off, we were talking about undefeated teams last week, Brooke, and basically we tried to say who was going to be the team to fall first. A lot of people in the comments put UCLA. I'm surprised. No one put Tennessee. I don't know why. They had the hardest matchup of the upcoming week, right? They did lose to Oklahoma, but Georgia Tech, LSU, Maryland, Ohio State, and UCLA are still all undefeated. So I wanted to throw that tidbit in there. The top 25 rankings didn't change much because last week was very slow. Not a lot of games with the holiday. Alabama, Cal, and Iowa all moved up 1 spot in the rankings. But everything else stayed the same. I think we said that going into, as of last week, that nothing was really going to change. Important teams that are receiving votes that are getting a lot of talk, Vanderbilt and Utah. especially because we'll be talking about it. Ole Miss lost again, so I'm sure they'll be out. So looking for Vanderbilt or Utah to crack the top 25 will probably be happening.
Ole Miss has dropped crazy.
Oh my God! But 8-3. Well, I know this is a late ranking. They're no longer 8-3, but still, they're still here with that record. So I was like, oh my gosh.
Yeah, that's crazy.
But I mean, like I said, nothing's changed a lot. Things will shake up this week. Megan said there was no almost upsets of the week. Megan, do you want to explain your criteria for almost upsets of the week for the people?
Well, I don't count games that we already were going to go over. Yeah. So a lot of times we cover a lot of the almost upsets, but usually if it's within 10 and it's a team that we probably wouldn't have talked about, I'll try to shout it out.
Yeah. Okay. Well, no game met her criteria this week, so we'll get into the week 9 recap. So we're starting off strong. Number 1 ranked UCLA defeats number 24 Michigan 86-70. Kiki Rice, 16 points, 10 assists, 3 steals. Lauren Betts, 13 points, 10 rebounds, 5 assists. And then Silas Swords from Michigan, 30 points, 4 rebounds, 2 assists. We talked about it, I believe, last week that she suffered a knee injury, but she was back. But this is 2 great performances from her. First one was against South Carolina. I think she scored like 27 points, and now against UCLA, 30 points. I don't think she really gets talked enough about. So, wanted to shout her out. But I mean, come on, UCLA, they're shooting 55% from the field, 38% from the 3. Not too hot from the free throw line. But they only had 15 turnovers and 48 points in the paint. I wasn't surprised that UCLA won. Michigan's just not there yet. They show shine. There's no spark, especially with Silas Swords. But, I mean, I'm not too surprised here. I really do think they keep losing to ranked teams. Where was the stat? They've lost, 0-4 against ranked teams this season. I think they're going to drop out of the top 25, honestly. Did either?
Yeah, you can't stay in the top 25 if you can't beat a ranked team.
Yeah.
It's rough. Their schedule's hard, though. They've gone against South Carolina, UCLA,
That's good, because
Oklahoma.
You know what? They're going to be back in the top 25 here at the end of the season if they keep doing it.
They just, they're battle tested early, okay? Especially early in the season. Did you guys end up watching this one? Well, from the recap, basically, Michigan only outscored UCLA 13-5 at the end of the third, and that's all she wrote. Bruins saw their 13-point lead cut nearly in half in the fourth, but they responded with key baskets from Man, I know how to say her name, but why am I blinking now? You guys know how to say her name as well. Dugalich, there it goes, and Jones. But I mean, they controlled the whole game. You guys can tell. Rebounds 37-32, points in the paint 48-34. Not much to take away. Only the Silas Swords is the future for Michigan.
She's good though. Good. That's a good freshman to have. Hopefully she stays.
I know, for real. Up next, Michigan hosts number 10 Ohio State. You got to be kidding me. Michigan, who set up your schedule? You're getting just pounded here. And then UCLA will visit Indiana on Saturday, which they already did, and they won. Over to number 5, Texas defeating number 9 Oklahoma 80-73. This was a really good game we got to watch, actually.
I watched this one too.
Did you watch it? It was good. It was good. Rory Harmon led Texas 16 points, 8 assists, 3 steals. Jordan Lee 17 points, 2 steals, and then Peyton Verhulst for Oklahoma 23 points, 8 rebounds, 4 assists. I mean, just from what we saw, I'll always say Oklahoma, man, they have some bangers. But there was, what's her name? Reagan Beers didn't play a lot in this game. They're saying that she's still trying to get conditioned, like, back into the game after, what they say was an injury. She sat out a couple of weeks before the season started. And so she didn't really play a lot.
Well, she also got into foul trouble early on.
Yes.
Like, I came in, I think, the second quarter, and it was like her and Booker weren't playing because they were already in early foul trouble. They played 4 minutes of, like, the first half or something, like, ridiculous. That's the stat I wish you would have put on here, was, like, how many fouls they had this game. Both teams.
Ooh, it was a lot.
It was a lot. Like the third quarter was boring because it was just like play down the court, foul. Yeah. Play down the court, foul.
Oh my God, they did pop up that stat. Meg, I don't know if you have it, but wasn't it like 44?
Yeah, it's like
something like 45 free throw attempts or something like that. It was like something crazy. I do remember that. But I mean, Jordan Lee off the bench for Texas really helped save this game because, like you said, Madison Booker was in a lot of foul trouble, and they capitalized when she wasn't on the floor.
54
fouls?
That's a lot.
How many free throw attempts? 54?
54 personal fouls.
That's like a foul a minute.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Well, this is the game too where they called that stupid text. So there was like
that was
dumb.
But I mean 54, that only takes
okay, I know.
4.
But but that was a dumb tech. Like, okay, come on. We've seen worse.
A rivalry.
Yeah, they're trying to calm it down.
Yeah, it was kind of like you had to do something. Yeah. I was more nervous that they were about to kick people out because they were writing on the notepad for so long.
Oh my God.
But in my opinion, that's still, I don't know, it was a little weak. It's kind of like a play on because it's already at the end of the game. So it's not like it was early on where it's like, okay, let's control the game before it gets out of hand.
Yeah.
It was already, I think it was the fourth quarter already. So it's just kind of like,
Yeah, well, all I know is it took them way too long to review it. I swear I did like 20 things, came back, they're still reviewing it, and I was like, oh my God, let's get on with it. But Texas, they did shoot well, 47% from the field, 66% from 3, compared to Oklahoma's 12%. That's crazy. Texas shot 81% from the free throw line, while Oklahoma shot 73%. Oklahoma did out-rebound Texas 44-28. Turnovers, though. Oklahoma, 27 turnovers.
And you know what? We talked about it. Mm-hmm. They all came from them trying to feed the paint.
Yes. You mean the post. Yeah. They could not get a post-entry pass completed. It was just like, dude, come on. And if they complete it, it's 2 points. It's like it's easy.
Yeah, they just got to learn to get the right angles. You got to get in the angle, you know.
Yeah. No, this game's different if they get it into the post on those passes.
They were killing me. The fast break bounce pass to try to get in the paint. It was horrible.
No, I agree with you.
They did like 3 times back to back.
No, yeah. They did, and it was ridiculous, honestly. But anyways, yeah, a lot of fouls. A majority of the players that were in foul trouble were in Texas. Madison Booker, Shea Holly, and Aaliyah Moore. But, I mean, they squeaked it out with Jordan Lee and Rory Harmon. But I'm still excited for Oklahoma. I don't know, there's something about them. They're gonna surprise some people in March Madness, in the tournament. Mm-hmm. Next, Clemson upsets Cal, ranked 20, 69-58. Cal, what are you doing here? You know, I was like, wow, Cal, you surprised me, right? But no, now you got beat by Clemson. Loyal McQueen, 18 points, 3 rebounds, 2 assists. Mia Moore, 14 points, 4 rebounds. For Cal, we had Ayanna Cremilli, 18 points, 4 assists, 2 rebounds. They shot similarly from the field. 3-point percentage for Cal is 20%. Rough. Cal also had 15 turnovers and only scored 5 points off turnovers. It was just a rough day for Cal all around. Clemson, the only thing they did better than Clemson was they shot well from the free throw line, 85% versus Clemson's 68%. They said the game there's 15 lead changes, which is crazy. But Cal couldn't come back. They couldn't. They entered the fourth with a 7-0 run, but couldn't even cut the lead to single figures. I'm sorry, Cal. Okay, over to number 3 Notre Dame defeating number 17 North Carolina 76-66. Hannah Hidalgo 19 points, 7 rebounds, 5 assists. Liatu King 8 points, 15 rebounds, 2 steals, and then Maria Gakdang 16 points, 9 rebounds, 2 blocks. Notre Dame handled business. We watched this game. It was
yeah, but honestly, UNC only lost by 10. Normally they lose by 20. That's actually pretty good.
The thing was, Notre Dame did pull away, and then at kind of towards the end, UNC started coming back a little bit, but no, it was a wrap. I mean, Hannah Hidalgo is just unstoppable right now. I really think she is in the lead for Player of the Year.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah.
Okay, I don't think we talked about that with you, Brooke, but we had talked about it. Like, I think she is.
Yeah, she's off to a hot start.
She's off to a hot start. She's killing it. Mm-hmm. But anyways, they shot similar from the field. But what set them apart, Notre Dame shot 61.9% from three. That's crazy. Notre Dame did have 21 turnovers, but they capitalized with 14 points off turnovers. North Carolina also capitalized off points off turnovers with 25 points. They did not shoot well from three, 28.6%. And yeah, I feel like it's a common theme. They don't shoot well from, but they settle for threes a lot. Yeah. North Carolina is the ones that settle for threes a lot, in my personal opinion. Did you get to watch this game, Brooke? This one?
No, I didn't.
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't anything crazy. You know, it was fun in the beginning. You know how the first one's kind of like always fun? Mm-hmm. Like the first quarter.
That's what
like,
UNC, they're notorious. They got you in the first half and you feel good and you're like, yes. And then they just come out like, so bad.
But anyways, Maddie Westbelt came back. She didn't really do much, but I mean, first game back. Let's give her a break, right? But yeah, that's all.
It's only up from here with her, and still they're going to be even better. So
yeah, I need to see Notre Dame. Did they play South Carolina? Am I mixing that up? No, they didn't play South Carolina.
Notre Dame
they played USC.
USC what? I'm getting all these games mixed up.
They beat USC, but then they lost to TCU and Utah.
Yes, TCU and Utah.
Notre Dame lost to TCU?
Yes. Yeah. What a random...
They had two back-to-back bad games where they had lost.
Oh, early on.
Yes, early on.
Yes, okay.
Yes, that's right. Yeah.
Yes.
No.
I think it was one of those little like weekend tournaments or...
Yes, it was. It was a tournament.
Right.
Wow, where's TCU been?
They haven't played anyone in the top 25.
No one did.
Over to number 9, Oklahoma defeating number 15, Tennessee, 87-86. Talk about a good game. This was super fun to watch. Oklahoma.
So much respect for Tennessee, man.
Dude, they're fun.
Yeah.
With this new coach and she was fiery from the get-go.
Yeah. Hey, Tennessee's defense is what brought them back into this game.
Like, if you guys have not watched them, you got to watch Tennessee play.
That full court press, I'm telling you. Jules Spear for Tennessee hit all them clutch threes at the end of the game to pull them within one. And who is the post that shot that three?
It was just the wrong play. It was the wrong draw. It was just not, they should just did a play to get to the basket.
I know. And you know what's funny? So obviously there's a timeout right before, and I'm like, watch, they're going to settle for a stupid shot. And you know what they did? And you know what? She was wide open. Yeah. She was wide open. Let's be for real. It was giving the Cardoso vibes when she banked that three to win. Mm-hmm. That's exactly the same situation. It was the shot of her life. Exact situation.
Yeah, like if it would in, greatest.
She's a hero.
Greatest shot ever.
She misses. Why'd you take that shot? That's exactly.
I'm pretty
what
sure
happened.
She hit her first three just in the fourth quarter as well. So I mean, I'm not mad at it, but I'm mad at it because it's like just get to the basket.
She had 9 seconds.
1 point game. You get to the basket, score 2, hope for a foul. Better luck. No.
I agree because they had 9 seconds. It's not like she had 1 second.
Yeah. And she had time. She even had time to catch it. Like she could even took like 3 dribbles in and took a shot too. So
I agree with you. Well, anyways, I mean, Oklahoma, I think I'm becoming an Oklahoma fan. I don't know. I just like how they play. They're just gritty and they just bang. And I like it. Tennessee, you shot 20. That's not right. Please correct my note. They shot 28% from the free throw line.
Tennessee did? Let's see.
Because
that's the difference between having.
Please tell me I'm wrong.
88 points and 86 points. You know?
Please tell me I wrote that wrong.
From the free throw line,
Yeah.
No, you're right. 28.6.
You know what's crazy? I was gonna say Tennessee did miss a lot of free throws, and now, yeah, obviously they did. 28% from the free throw line. That's crazy. And then
no wonder
27.
they lost.
Yeah, and then 27%
They
from
only
the three.
shot 7 free throws though.
How many did they make?
2
What
for
is that?
7.
Okay, so if they had 5 more,
Yeah.
they would have won the game. No,
No, literally.
literally. So, anyways,
But the reason I said they only had 7 is because Oklahoma had 16. So
ooh,
that's why I was like, well, it was only 7 though.
Okay, you're right.
But yeah.
Anyways, it was a really good game all the way to the end. But I mean, Oklahoma did have a huge lead. What was the deficit? Yeah, 19-point deficit in the third, and they came all the way back. It was really good. I enjoyed that game. Over to another upset. Texas A&M upsets number 25 Ole Miss 60-58. Just an off shooting night for Texas A&M. They shot 33% from the 3-point line, 72% from the free throw line, and 35% from the field. They had 14 turnovers, only 17 points off turnovers, and then only 24 points in the paint. Texas A&M was led by Sol Williams, 18 points, 2 rebounds. Jada Malone, 14.7 rebounds. And then Madison Scott for Ole Miss, 14 points, 5 rebounds, 2 assists. I mean, either team really didn't shoot well at all. Texas A&M shot better from the field with 40%. But I mean, turnovers were similar, points in the paint were similar, points off turnovers were similar. I mean, it was a very close game, obviously. Texas A&M only lost by 2 points.
Texas A&M lost or Texas A&M won?
I mean, Texas A&M only won by 2 points. But yeah, I don't really have much to say. I mean, the recap basically said that Mississippi led all the way until Texas A&M's 12-0 run in the fourth quarter, tying it at 52 with only 5.5 minutes remaining. Tying bucket came on a 3-pointer by Janae Kent. Aggies took the lead for the first time, 57-55, when Williams nailed a three-pointer with 2 minutes and 50 seconds remaining. Then the Rebels, Kristen Dean was fouled on the 3-pointer and made all 3 at the line to go within 59-58 with 43 seconds left. And then the Aggies worked the clock down to 16 seconds, and Kent missed his 3-pointer. Kenny Todd Williams rebounded for Ole Miss, and Jada Malone came up with a steal for the Aggies. And then basically they fouled her. She went to the line. And the lead went to 60-58. Ole Miss didn't capitalize. Down to the wire. Love to see it. I mean, not for Ole Miss, because they're probably out of the top 25 now, but I'm sorry, guys. You guys will upset one. You guys will get past the first round in March Madness.
Yeah.
I think.
Maybe.
Depending who you're matched up against. I guess depending on who you're matched up against. Over to Maryland. Last game of the night, Meg. Ending off with a bang. Maryland defeats Iowa 74-66, and they're still undefeated. How do you feel?
Surprised.
Every day, every week I ask you. And every week do you become
Don't worry,
proud?
they'll fall this week.
I'm still surprised. I don't know when I'll stop being surprised.
Every time they win, you're just going to be like, wow, Maryland. Okay.
Wow.
If they beat USC this week.
Woo! Maryland! If they beat USC this week, that's going to be a proud moment for Megan.
Wednesday.
That's crazy. That's going to be a big game. But anyways,
Yeah.
Kayleen Smichael, 26 points, 5 rebounds, 6 steals. Cheyenne Sellers, 17 points, 6 rebounds, 4 assists. And Lucy Olson for Iowa, 19 points, 3 rebounds, 4 steals. Maryland shooting 48% from the 3-point line. That's crazy. Good for them. They had only 14 turnovers, 27 points off turnovers. Wow, only 16 points in the paint, though. Wait, they don't got no...
That's nothing new.
Okay.
I mean, Iowa's like young, though, so 16 points in the paint and still winning, like...
But it's like, now I'm trying to figure out who Maryland got now. But anyways.
Sellers.
Yeah, but...
And Kayleen, that's it.
Yeah,
they're guards.
I was about to say, okay, they're guards. That's what I want to know. Thank you.
Small ball.
Iowa only shot 31% from the 3, 37% from the field. They had 44 rebounds in the I'm not surprised they out-rebounded Maryland. 30 points in the paint for Iowa. But yeah, Look at the Terps. I'm not surprised you guys handle business. You guys should. 23
Yeah,
ranked
it
Iowa.
might come to an end on Wednesday.
What do you think it's going to be at least close though? Or you think you guys like 10 points or less?
If the guards don't get in foul trouble, yeah, but who's guarding Kiki?
You're right.
Exactly.
You know what's home though, so I will give Maryland a little bit of the benefit of the doubt that they'll have some like home court advantage.
Yeah.
And you know, who doesn't want to go see Juju and Kiki and all them? So
the thing is though, I don't think I've actually seen Maryland play this year.
Well, I don't think I've seen Maryland play ever.
Tune in.
No way.
Tune in, guys. No, Wednesday, right after work.
Oh my God. We're gonna watch. Are they at least on ESPN?
No, 5:30. No. Fox Sport 1 though.
I was gonna say the SENY network in New England.
So dumb. Well, while we're talking about upcoming matchups, Week 10 upcoming games. So Wednesday, January 8th, Ohio State versus Michigan. USC versus Maryland. That's going to be good. 5:30 p.m. Pacific time. Thursday, January 9th, we have LSU versus Tennessee. Now that's
going to be great.
I can see an upset happening there.
This is going to be a great game. I am excited about that.
There's an upset there.
Number 14 Duke takes on number 17 North Carolina. Texas takes on Alabama, and then California takes on NC State. Okay. South Carolina versus Texas. Sunday, January 12th, 10 a.m. Pacific time.
I love that.
That is going to tell us a lot. We need to watch. We're going to be watching that game. And then
that's on ESPN.
Well, I would hope. Hope that game was on ESPN.
It's questionable. You know how it goes.
That's insane.
Women's sports.
So disrespectful.
It's early though, Megan. Nothing else is on at this time. That's why.
That's there's true. Nothing. Just kidding. The wild card.
Oh wait, starts. Wild card football.
But I actually think it starts in the afternoon. Hence, why their game's at 10 a.m.
Lucky.
And then lastly, Alabama takes on Ole Miss at 1 on Sunday night, or not Sunday night, Sunday afternoon. So yeah, jam-packed week 10. Week 10 is gonna be fun. But if you're new here, hit that subscribe button, like, comment, share. We're here every week recapping AP Top 25 matchups and anything that happens every week. So join us next week. Week 10 recap, and we'll see you then. Peace.
Bye, y'all.